Task 4 talks about adhering to the specific codes of conduct. Task 4 has 14 qualifying criteria. Let's look at Task 4, Qualifying Criteria 14. Explain the requirements of the General Code of Conduct for FSPs and representatives relating to termination of an agreement. We are going to discuss the requirements under Section 20 of the Code of Conduct that the FSPs and representatives should follow and adhere to when terminating a business agreement with a client. Here we have an illustration of the client and of the financial service provider and all its components as explained in the earlier video. An FSP will appoint representatives who act on their behalf to render financial services to clients. But as soon as the representative is debarred, resigns, etc. from the FSP and ceases or stops to act on behalf of the FSP, the FSP must hand over the work of that representative to another fit and proper representative within the FSP, so that rendering of the financial services to a client is not hampered and/or disadvantaged. The FSP must allow the client to cancel a contract and/or agreement subject to the contractual obligation as outlined in the contract, with immediate effect. If a client cancels an agreement based on the advice given by the FSP, then the FSP must make sure the client understands the implications of cancelling the contract and/or agreement. If the FSP is to cease or stop operations or rendering of the financial services, then this fact should be communicated to client and steps need to be taken to ensure that any business is completed or transferred to another FSP. If the representative or the FSP is debarred, ceases or stops to render financial services, then this fact should be communicated to the client and steps should be taken to ensure that any business is completed or transferred back to the FSP or another representative of the FSP. It is important to remember that the FSP must keep records of their interactions with their clients, and that the FSP cannot disclose any client's information without the client's written permission and consent. Now let's look at some possible questions to test your knowledge of what we have covered. Question 1. Which of the statements is incorrect if the FSP ceases to operate and/or render financial services? A. Give clients a notice with immediate effect to look for another FSP. B. Immediately notify all affected clients. C. Take reasonable steps to ensure all uncompleted business is completed promptly. D. Work in consultation with clients and product suppliers to transfer the clients to another FSP. Pause the video here and read through the question and see if you can answer it. Remember, we are looking for the incorrect statement. The answer is option A. The FSP gives the client notice with immediate effect to look for another FSP. Statements B, C, and D indicate the correct process that should be followed where option A is the incorrect process. Question 2. James wants to terminate or cancel a financial product he has with an FSP. When must the FSP process the termination? A. The FSP must terminate the financial product with immediate effect. B. Tell James the procedure of cancelling the product in writing first. C. Tell James the consequences for terminating the financial product. D. Inform James that he needs to give the FSP a notice. Pause the video here and read through the question and decide on the answer. The correct answer is option A. The FSP must terminate or cancel the financial product with immediate effect. So let's go through a final overview of what has been covered. We covered the requirements when a contract is terminated or cancelled between the client and the FSP. This process is important as we will later see that the debarment of a representative, which might be one of the reasons why a representative may cease or stop to offer or render financial services. We hope you enjoyed the video and learnt a lot. Please make sure to check out our other RE videos.